If you're anything like me, you have to take a break from the debates about the economy and the debt ceiling and consume the brain candy that is the tabloids. And if so, you probably already know that the famous soccer star David Beckham and his super smoking hot former Spice Girl wife Victoria recently welcomed their fourth child into the world. What you may not know, though, is that a group called the Optimum Population Trust has gone to the papers and said that the Beckhams are providing a bad example in terms of population as it relates to climate change. Now, I know that we'd all like to think that that's the kind of thing that only happens over in Europe. However, this reminded me of one of my favorite Who Said You Said videos of all time.
I would be remiss as a scientist who studied this if I didn't mention the following two things. The first is that, most importantly, we need to do, as a society in this country and globally, whatever we can to reduce population. It's the master variable that controls everything.
Now, I know that we'd all like to think that that's a speech that happened over in Europe, but that's actually the steps of the Colorado Capitol. And that's a scientist from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, which is, you guessed it, a federal agency.
And what I mean by this is not just in the developing world, where it's a known fact that empowering women has been a proven strategy to make healthier, wealthier, and smaller families.
Does anybody but me see the hypocrisy that the same people who generally advocate that the government stay out of our bedrooms only does so if it reduces the population? I mean, if I looked like Victoria Beckham and I had 3 kids and could still wear the kind of shoes that she does, I would feel empowered to create a 4th carbon-producing little ankle biter too. I mean, let's be honest, they're adorable.
But additionally, and especially in our country and other developed countries, we have a population problem because our per capita emissions are higher than anybody. Yet we continue to have, and this is true in every industrialized country, lots of tax benefits, encouragements to have more and more. Our whole economic philosophy is based on growth and growth of our population, and this madness has to end.
I'm definitely going to nominate that guy to be the first to sell all of his possessions and move to another country. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to run over to NOAA and ask how many hurricanes there are going to be this season. Maybe also get some advice on the size of my family.